Group Captain, coming to you. Many thanks for patiently waiting. Put your DRDO hat on, Group Captain. Help us understand. The US reportedly spent 51,000 crore rupees in the first 48 hours. This is about destruction, or is this about economically tiring the other person out in modern missile defense? Probability is what the interception works on. It doesn't work on certainty. It works on probability. And even one failure with a 1-ton warhead can be absolutely devastating. So give us the numbers, help us understand the math. Where do you see this escalation now going? This is becoming as economical as it is military at the moment.
Kavir, very good evening. Yes, I have heard quite patiently. And when I'm going to speak, I don't know whether I'll have time to speak. What matters?
You do, Group Captain. Please take it away.
What matters the most? My version is slightly different from what you have just heard everything. Look, having heavier payloads of 1000 kg, it doesn't mean anything. If that 1000 kg is going to fall down onto the desert plains, it makes no difference to anyone. But if there is a 100 kg payload which is going to fall at an ammunition depot, at an aircraft, at a missile site, that is going to inflict a lot of damage. And this we must remember. So here comes few things. Just by adding the payloads of the munition is not going to matter much, but advancement into the delivery system or the warhead, that is going to matter a lot. Herein, what I mean is, if that payload or the warhead of 1000 kg is going to be in terms of MIRV, multiple independently released vehicles, then it can inflict a lot of damage to the enemies. If that munition is going to the cluster bombs, which is very difficult to intercept, it is going to make people go crazy onto that. If this advancement is something like, we have hypersonic, we have got radar avoiding munitions, here in among the Iran itself, there was a missile that they had got it, by theft from Ukraine. That was KH-55 and KH-52. That is a radar, that is the missile, which flies at 100 meters above the surface. And any highly advanced radar system in the world can track just about, say, maybe few kilometers short of the target. And by that, the damage is done. This flies at almost about 2.5 to 3 Mach speed at that low altitude. The damage is already done. So if Iran is going to use these things, whether it is the MIRV, cluster weapons, hypersonic missiles, or this low-flying radar, low-flying missiles, then it is going to inflict heavier damages onto the enemy. Further, Iran has not been able to pick up the high-value assets as its target. What is the high-value assets of the target in Israel? They can't reach, obviously, to the USA. So high-value targets are the naval assets that the USA has got within the range of the rockets or the missiles. On ground, Israel has got plenty of high-value sites. Every nuclear site, the entire coordinate into the decimal of seconds is known to Iran. It is known to even to me also. It has got there. So if it strikes that one, the two aircraft carrier today of the US, the most advanced one, Lincoln as well as the Ford, are within the striking range of the missiles. And even the hypersonic missile Fateh 2 has got 1500 to 1600 kilometers of the reach.
So you're saying that they're unable to meet these targets?
See, strategically, they are unable to plan that strike, how they strike the heart. But it will have a higher repercussions. If Iran happens to sink either the Lincoln or the Ford, there could be a nuclear response from the United States side. I'm not exaggerating it, but that is a possibility.
Okay. I mean,
next,
that's a big and major statement coming from you. Ambassador, take a look at what the military men have already spoken about.
I want to tell you something more.
Yeah.
See, now the attrition rate of these missiles, the low-flying missiles, the
Yeah,
drones,
yes,
are very
yes.
high. Today, I don't know how US is talking of capturing that small island from where the export is going to be there. It is surrounded at least from three sides with the Iranian military infrastructure. Can any US ship come within the Hormuz, where Iran has got still 17 serviceable operating submarines? How can anyone think of doing that? Unless, of course,
Something
Trump
big might
decides
be
to.
happening, Group Captain. The B-52s are here, and Pete Hegseth
No,
was quite
B-52,
confident in that, in that press
B-52,
conference.
Kabir, B-52 cannot save you from the
From the
submerged.
submarines, I agree, I agree. They won't be able to hit the submarines, but the B-52 is
Now,
going to be able to, hit the military bases on the ground.
remember one more thing. By the 3,500 high-value asset destructions on the ground in Iran, you have knocked out most of the high-value assets. Now, what is left is beyond your reach. Or if you now happen to strike 100 more targets, out of which one or two may be a high value. So what are you going to hit now? Iran is already now underground. All high value assets of Iran is dispersed. It is not at one place. It is hidden from the public eye, and it is even hidden from the target. So these are the complications of the today's warfare on the ground.